Disaster struck and investigation shows PV-239 hijacked. Sun glints off the white fuselage of Aaron Navalis Flight 392 OATR-72 with pink accent patterns. Ground crew load cargo onto the hold. Passengers board in an orderly line. Maria Lopez 32's jump seat crew stands at the cabin entrance, greeting passengers with a warm smile.
Welcome aboard Aaron Navalis 3920 to Main International now, please. What's your step?
Alvaro Romero 45, Captain, and Alfa Santo 31. First officer, walk from the terminal to the cockpit door.
New bird feels good under the hands already. 3 months old. Should be smooth sailing.
Weather's clear all the way. Archipelago Sea will be calm for a start 2. Crew.
Alvaro runs through pre-flight checks on the pristine instruments. Alpha reviews the flight plan.
Route locked in. Beach to Main International. Cruising at 15,000 feet. ETA 2 hours even.
Copy that. Maria, you set back there. Maria's voice comes over the intercom.
All 70, cargo secured. Ready when you are, Captain. In the event of unexpected turbulence, hear voice threads as engines pull up with a steady roll.
Aaron Navalis 3920 accelerates down the runway, lifting smoothly into the bright blue sky. It banks gently to the north, heading over the coastline toward the archipelago. C. Maria makes her final safety announcement, demonstrating seat belts and oxygen masks. The black and white PV Flight 2391 9-year-old ATR-72, registration NZ384, rolls down the runway. Olga Rafael, 41, Captain, and AB, DIAN 34. Copilot, guide it skyward.
Climbing to 14,000 feet, heading to Field International.
Traffic systems check. Green across the board, though I noticed a slight flicker earlier. Probably nothing.
Nalachan 28. Jump seat enters with a cup of coffee for each pilot.
Cargo manifest confirms all packages accounted for. Smooth takeoff so far.
Felicia 36. ATC monitors multiple screens, tracking both aircraft on their separate routes.
PV-239,000 feet. Aaron Navalis 3290 fueren en Sintaufik.
On her screen, the two blips are several miles apart, moving parallel. Mr. Vantos stands suddenly, pulling a small device from his pocket. BR Mario moves to block the aisle.
Everyone stay seated. No sudden moves. Maria rushes forward.
Help him.
Sir, please return to your seat of the cockpit. Now, we need to speak to the pilots.
The cockpit door bursts open. Mr. Vantos steps inside, holding the device up. The crew was taken hostage by the hijacker.
Change course. Head to Factory Airport. Now, or I'll shoot you.
You can't be serious. We have major threat.
We have what we need in one of your cargo laptops. Get us there, or things get messy.
Alpha reaches for the radio, but Mr. Vantos slaps his hand away. ATC doesn't know what happened to the PV-239 plane that was threatened.
No calls. Just fly. Alvaro reluctantly adjusts the heading. The plane turns sharply east, crossing into the path of Aaron Navalis 3290.
Aaron Navalis 3290 Mach position. Unknown deviation from PV 239.
Platform afar!
Incoming. Left bank now.
Oh my, I heard something, if I'm not mistaken. It was the sound of a bullet.
Take control, boss. One crew member has been shot and 2 crew members are being held hostage by me. Quickly take control before those 2 crazy people fight us.
The plane circled briefly and dived, then landed in the water.
Oh, safe!
Aaron Navalis managed to land on the water while the PV spiraled and fell into the sea. It is not known what happened. Most likely, in the cockpit, the plane was controlled by the hijacker.
Collision warning. Oh, call the police.
The evacuation team came to rescue Aaron Navalis and search for debris 239. Emmanuel Sinquent TTSB Sr. stands with a notebook. Observing quietly, he looks at the recovered Aaron Navalis plane. Then at the horizon, ambulances and medical crews wait as survivors are brought ashore. Families rush forward, embracing loved ones. In the distance, a helicopter flies toward the PV 239 crash site.
Get everything we need. We're going to find out how this happened and make sure it never does again.
Emmanuel stands at the front of a room filled with aviation officials, holding up the final report.
Planned hijacking by a terrorist group called Archie Turbo, the reason for bringing down PV company.
The collision between PV 239 and Aaron Navalis 3290 was caused by 2 critical factors. The hijacking of PV 239, which led to unauthorized route deviation, and a faulty wiring connection in Aaron Navalis 3290's traffic alert system that prevented early detection, effective immediately. All airports in the archipelago and island regions will implement enhanced security protocols. Additionally, aircraft maintenance schedules will be updated to include comprehensive system checks every 3 months.
He pauses, looking around the room. The 40 lives lost today will not be forgotten. Their legacy will be safer skies for all. Fade to black.